Yo, what it do, YouTube? It is your boy Prophecy, and today I'm bringing you all a highly requested tips and tricks video. But before I get into all that, I just want to let you guys know that there's a $100,000 tournament going on right now. Yes, $100,000. They are giving away $2,000 for the top prize in every single region. All you have to do to enter is start giving out your referral code so we can start bringing more people into the game. Once you give out your referral code, both you and your friend will start earning gun skins, character skins, and gold. So this is awesome. It's a win-win for everybody. I'll leave my referral code down in the description. Make sure you guys try to use it. I appreciate you all. And with that being said, I want to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. This is absolutely crazy. I just started not that long ago and we're already at 1K. So keep running it up. Keep showing the love. Keep showing the support. I love you all. But with all that being said, let's get into the tips and tricks. For the first tip I have for you guys, it's going to be how to efficiently utilize your cameras and drones. First off, when you're attacking, you want to make sure you're destroying all the enemy cameras, because if the enemies know where your team is pushing from, it's going to be very difficult for you guys to make an efficient push. And also, when you're attacking, you want to make sure you're placing your drones in smart spots where the enemies are not going to notice. A key thing for this is you want to place your drones on where you can make an efficient, quick push. So say you know enemies like to spawn trap in a bathroom door or something like that. You want to make sure you hide your drone to make sure nobody spawn traps there, and once you verify that that room is clear, you can efficiently and quickly push through that bathroom. And another key thing I have for you guys on defending is make sure you're not marking the enemies with the cameras. Once you see an enemy on the camera, you can call that out to your team, let them know where they are, because once you mark the enemies, they're going to realize that they're being spotted, and then they're just going to shoot out the cameras, and then you lose vision on that entire part of the map. So it's just not a good idea to mark. You always want to make sure that you guys can keep all the cameras up for that late game and find out where the enemy team is going to be playing from. And last but not least, make sure you are calling out to your team, whether it be attacking or defending. When you're droning and you know where the position is, there's no reason to go in there and scout, get your points up. Like you know where the enemy team is, just put your drone in smart spots, make sure you're efficiently calling out to your team where the enemies are. And with that, we're gonna get right into the next tip. So tip number 3 I have for you guys, it's going to be routing for an efficient push. This is absolutely key to winning games, so make sure you guys are paying attention. The first thing I want to bring to your attention is I always stick to one spawn location. With this, I can come up with different and more efficient ways to push onto site. This allows me to make for a quick push, allowing me to rush the enemies, catch them off guard, all that good stuff. And another key thing for an efficient push is utilizing hatches. Hatches are meta. It is so difficult to kill somebody off a hatch, and it is so easy to destroy an entire team off just one hatch. So make sure you guys are using those and blowing those up and getting early picks off for your team. And another thing for routing for an efficient push, it's going to be breaching key walls. Any key wall that you think the enemy won't be playing, or even if they will be playing it, you want to make sure you have thermite blow that wall up so you guys can try getting some early picks off the site, making for an easier push later game when you have to actually get into the objective. And you always want to play smart and slow and wait for picks once you have these walls breached. Once you have the hatches breached, you always want to make sure that you're playing with your team, getting these early picks, and just overall playing together. So tip number 3 I have for you guys, it's going to be equipment usage. I've been in so many games where I see my teammates reinforcing the wrong walls and even wasting character gadgets. This is so key to winning games, and what I mean by this is if you're playing bomb, you never want to reinforce the walls in between the sites, because it's going to be so much more difficult for you to hold down each site. And once the enemy pushes onto a site, if the wrong walls are reinforced, it's going to be so much easier for them to hold, and that much harder for you to take it back over. And the second thing you want to do is you have a choice to either run C4 or barbed wire. I highly suggest if you're a roamer, you should run C4, because this way you can either place it on hatches or place it in highly hot spots where the enemy team might push from. You can easily kill a riot shield user. And if you're an anchor, so that means if you're playing around the site holding down the OBJ for your team, I highly suggest you use barbed wire, because this is going to slow down the enemy push so much more, because in barbed wire it slows down their movement by so much. And you always want to make sure you're closing off the correct doors on site, because this could either make it or break it for your team. If you're a good anchor, you should just close off the doors. Once you allow your roamers to get off site, you should close off all the doors, and this way you can use your audio cues for late game if you hear the enemy team breaching. Say if you hear somebody breaching in the door, you know they're about to push on site, it allows for an easy kill. And you always want to make sure and after that, you always want to make sure you're utilizing your character equipment. So that means mute, placing his mutes in efficient spots to stop the enemy team from droning. If you're a spider main, you always want to make sure you're placing your motion sensors in hot spots so you can give out those callouts for your team on where the enemies might be pushing from. So make sure you guys are using these, and I'm sure you guys will win so many more games. So for this next one, I'm going to be bringing you guys some tips on how to win more gunfights. And this one, the key thing is always aim for the head. And this game, headshots are everything. And almost every single gun in this game is one shot to the head and you're dead. So no matter what, make sure you guys are always aiming high, always trying to improve your headshot ratio. Always just make sure you're improving day by day. The next thing you're going to want to do to win gunfights is practice your quick peeks. Quick peeks are huge in this game. There's a huge peeker's advantage in this game, where if you move quick enough, the enemy won't be able to even see you, and you can easily just body them. And if you guys want to really get some good practice, try to run some custom games with your friends, because this way you'll have some decent competition, because sometimes in ranked it's even too easy. So just make sure you guys are always practicing and just getting that practice in, you know. And the last thing for winning gunfights is you want to make sure you're holding power angles. Like say you're defending a site, there's no reason to go out and play all aggressive. All you have to do is just hold a tight angle where an enemy might not be suspecting you, and you don't have to over peek or anything like that. Just make sure you aim for the head, hold that power angle, and I guarantee you're gonna start bodying a whole lot more people. So for the fifth and final tip I have for you guys, it's going to be analyzing gameplay. And what I mean by this is, if you see somebody doing something good, try and do it better. You can always improve your movement speed, your aiming accuracy, and stuff like that. And you always want to make sure you're just improving in overall general. If you mess up, ask yourself where you messed up and how you could do better. Always make sure you're taking the next step to improve your gameplay. And after you start analyzing gameplay, you're going to realize that it's going to efficiently improve your decision making. It's going to help you think about what you would do in certain situations and how you can efficiently do it without messing up. So with all that being said, that's going to wrap up all the tips and tricks for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for 1K subscribers, like I said, and we're already almost at 2,000. So make sure you guys hit that sub button, hit the like button, even hit the notification buttons if you guys really enjoyed. But I love you all. Thank you and take care.